Hello everyone, welcome to the Wii Sports Golf 9 Holes tournament. This is Losers Top 8. I'm SM Midi. I don't play this game too much, but I've been watching the tournament. I've been restreaming a few matches, and it's been pretty interesting so far. I'm joined by someone who does play the game a lot, Crystal.
Hi, I'm a con artist and I speedrun Wii Sports Golf. So for this match that we're looking at right now, 4th seed Alaskaxp2 versus 18th seed TheRealCBTV. Now just from that alone, you would think that this would be a total curb stomp, and you would be sorely mistaken. CB has been on a pretty impressive losers bracket run. He has taken wins over Rimac G4 and Speedy Club, whereas Alaska is seeded to place top 4, but his bracket has been somewhat shaky with a 3-2 loss to Jimmy Neutron in winners quarters. However, he has beaten Askanetti 3-2 to make it here in losers top 8 for a chance to go to losers quarters.
Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting turnout so far with the seeding, but we're gonna see if who's gonna make it out of this match. So I'm waiting for a confirmation. Both players are ready, so we will have a countdown. I guess, Arkski, if you want to, or Crystal, if you want to go for the countdown.
Rally home. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin game 1. I can pull up my statistics real quick so I can get a better glance at what we might expect from these players.
Alright, it's roughly a 3-second difference between the two in terms of delay. Remember, we start the countdown and both players are on their own streams, so there's a little bit of delay, but I'm sure that will balance out eventually.
Pretty balanced starts thus far. CB on both of them are on pretty different parts of the green. Alaska drops a putt to start game 1, allowing CB to mount an early lead.
Yeah, CBTV making that. Alaska chipping it for a par. There we go.
We've seen CB make some surprise victories over these players in the bracket. As far as his bracket run is considered, he has taken a game off of Mr. Shy Guy, and he has gone as far as defeating both Rimac and Speedy Club in his losers bracket run, which is incredibly impressive.
Alaska with a successful driver chip there.
CB going for a red line manip on that shot with Southwest Wind does successfully make it. Of note, both of them are using the exact same Mii. They are using the Senko Mii, which was made particularly famous by You Know Him, You Love Him, Alaska. And yeah. Hopefully it shouldn't result in any complications. A beautiful shot from Alaska to get
CBTV
onto the green.
Was making that putt there. Didn't quite go.
Is a missed shot. Indeed, it looks close. Barely makes that putt for eagle. So we're loading into hole 4. That's the right pin with west wind for CB. Both of them get the right pin with some form of west wind. Alaska kind of overhits it. CB underhits it, but lands in the little puddle over there. We see the first case of a driver chip come out. Hits off the pole, doesn't go in. CB is able to lead once more as Alaska drops a driver chip.
Nice par.
Yeah, the driver chip helping there, but it did not sink the putt. It sank into the hole from that, so unfortunately, not as good as it could have been.
Utmost, it's faster than both a par and attempting to wedge chip it, but yeah, that does drop a bit of time. Stevie overhitting that shot on hole 5 will soar across. And Alaska in position to driver chip maybe? No, he elects to putt.
Going for a big putt. Possibly in here, close.
Monster putt for CBTV, scoring that eagle, recovering safely after that miss. That overhit on the second shot. Alaska does wound up with a birdie there.
That is a big putt, yeah.
One of the few texts that Midi, our fellow commentator, is aware of. 10-dog strat, purposely entering the water here.
I know one strat from the game. And yeah, making it there. CBTV actually having a couple of wins yesterday that meant it wasn't possible for him to make 10-dog. or at the very least, it wasn't made. They're managing to make 10 dog strap, getting a par. Alaska with a little bit more of an adjustment, making that putt.
Nice par.
The CB's around a stroke ahead going into hole number 7. Does not play for the shortcut. Oh, but Alaska gets a good win. Will go for it. That is a very clean shot to make it through. That will land in the bunker. Very good stuff. CB forced to go the normal route. Does allow Alaska to make... Yeah, that putt looks very clean. Don't even think he has to adjust, but he does elect and adjust to the right. Okay, I was wrong. He did have to adjust. Looking a lot more even now since Alaska elected to take the risk and go through the shortcut.
Don't forget, Alaska is 3 seconds behind, so this is pretty much neck and neck going into hole 8, as they both do give up.
Indeed. Both of them got the exact same win with the exact same pin, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if that's happened in bracket before. But I would love to know the odds on that if one of our statisticians like Vince wants to dig in on that or Clyde. So give up. We are entering into hole 9. Just a small lead for CBTV, it appears.
Yeah, factoring in delay, I think Alaska might have a slight edge, but it's within a second or two. It's so close. It's anyone's to take here.
CB is in the rough.
Yeah.
He could do a red line manip with an iron to make it on there safely, but he will elect the driver. Red line's left. Is that going to make it for Alaska? Barely. Clips the rock to make it there.
CB with a chance here. Is he going to go driver? He is.
Yes, he will.
Oh, it doesn't make it.
Oh, it doesn't go in.
And Alaska misses
does not
the
score
putt.
that chip in, though. That will be game 1, going to CBTV.
I will wait for the times, because that is going to be within seconds, but I do think that is CB's game. 5:21 and 5:23.
Indeed. That is a game 1 going to CB.
That is very close.
CB's been giving a lot of higher-seeded runners a run for their money. It's already happened like 3 times thus far in his bracket run, so I would not be surprised if he continues this trend with Alaska. As we see, Alaska is performing the process to reset the possibility of using Windcracker. It is on the table, but you can't chain it.
Yes. Yeah, both players
but we are not aware of any runner using that tool thus far, so who knows?
No.
Maybe we'll see it get whipped out later in the bracket.
Yeah, as soon as it starts heating up, I mean, we've got close to $200 in the prize pool, so it may be the case where someone chooses to use it near the end. Who knows? So going in just to press A and B, and then shortly exiting just to skip that when the run actually starts. CB will also do that now.
Looking at our player statistics for a second, Alaska's average run is a 540, whereas CB has a 554. Though it is important to note that this sheet that I'm going off of is a slight bit outdated due to the primary keepers of it, Clyde and Epic Crossover, being... They have their own priorities. Let's just leave them to that. So we are about to start game 2. I believe both of them are ready, so if Mitty would like to give the countdown this time.
I can indeed. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Again, a 3-second delay.
Yeah.
Should be fine. Looks like pretty soft win for CB, unless it's just outright 0. Alaska getting a very strong northwest, which will propel his ball very close to the hole. Yeah, that looks like 0 for CB. Alaska going for an unusual strat there, trying to driver to get on the green. It may very well cost him an early start. Yes, it will. CB just gets that putt for birdie. Not taking any, like, weird risks or strats whatsoever. He's just playing the game, and it's working out in his favor.
Yeah, this is a big lead.
Oh, but
one hole.
That is not working out in his favor. 30 to the southwest. Brutal win to get there.
That is to save it.
Most certainly not going to go in.
Does hit the
Alaska
flag, but doesn't make the chip.
It's better than outright missing it,
Yeah.
which can easily snowball into something absolutely horrid.
Yeah.
Strong northwest there. CB attempts to go for the red line strat that you see runners like Emo and Nomad go for there, where you hit off of the tree with that wind and then do a red line manip from the rough. Alaska gets 30 north, if I read that correctly. Very strong win. I don't think he even has to redline this to get close, but he will. Just under 3 bars. That is going to soar close. CB with a good shot. Both of them with good shots. Both of them are in position to putt for an eagle, maybe.
Nice hole.
Let's get a little bit of a trickier putt, but it should be clean. That is sanitized. That is an eagle.
Great eagle.
CB with a small lead. Gets a north wind there. Over hits it, but it is fine. He is close to the hole. That looks like southwest for Alaska, so he will redline manip and it's close to the hole. And that is a makeable putt, much like with CB. But he misses. That's the first putt I've seen him miss thus far. But Alaska also drops his putt, so it's really evens.
Yeah, CB's putts have really been a big strong point in the tournaments thus far.
It is what has allowed him to win against both Rymac and Speedy Club in bracket.
Yeah.
That is the first time I've seen him fumble this match. That could very easily turn into something worse, but we will see. In a very favorable spot on hole 5 here. Looks like he can make that driver chip. Yes, that looks very reasonable. Yeah, he will go for it. Hits off the pole, but it doesn't go in, though. Better than nothing. Alaska in a position to putt for eagle. Hopefully even it up a little bit. Will he sink that? Yes, he will.
Nice.
Beautiful putt.
Great eagle.
Another decision he could have made there was to driver chip it, but there is a very strong chance that it either misses or just hits the flag and doesn't go in. Both of them electing 10 dog strat with very light wind on this hole. There have been multiple cases. There have been 2 cases thus far of runners making the eagle off of 10 dog strats. One of them was CBTV, who did it in his prior match against Speedy Club. But he does miss that putt there. Alaska.
Nice par.
Yeah, now Alaska mounts the lead going into expert. Will he be able to maintain it, or will the winds get to him? That looks like an east wind, but it is a light east wind.
Nice.
Should not be difficult for him to get through there. CP with the south, but it is not that bad. He can still make it through, as we can see. Alaska, if that's on the edge of green, that's fine. Yeah, that is on the edge of the green. He can driver chip that, but will he go for it? No. Playing it safe, that could go in. That is an eagle on hole 7. Monumental putt for Alaska.
Back by Alaska.
Eagle
Really
7 isn't something you see very often, especially in a tournament like this.
Yo.
But Alaska is able to score it. His lead is pretty sizable as he enters into hole 8 to do give up. Will CB elect to play it now that he is at a disadvantage? Yes, he will. That looks under hit, though. Oh, clips that rock. Ball jump scare for the camera. Oh, Wii Sports camera. Never change. Will he go driver chip there? Yes, he will. He misses it. That is so not good. That is the snowball at play. But Alaska does not exactly get the best wind on hole 9 there. 22 south. It's on the cusp of playable, but you can just barely make the eagle with that wind. We will see him maybe do a red line minute to get up there. Oh no. Slight red line. But it will work. Not exactly as close to the green as he wishes, but he has a lead. CB just now got into hole 9 with a southwest wind.
And
Wow, what a putt!
Eagle.
We're talking about
Incredible.
CBTV's
Did not
putting
even
game.
need that here.
Alaska with that drill of a putt to secure game 2, tying up the score count, making it 1-1 in his favor. We're talking about CBTV's putting game. Alaska got a point to prove for himself. TB is finishing out his round of 9 hole. Will he go for that driver chip? Yes, indeed. Does get it. Looks like a 5:42 on the clock. Indeed, 5:42. That is game 2 going to Alaska. Very good showing thus far from both players. The good old routine. return to the Louis menu, come right back, boomerang. You know the drill. I would like to note that Alaska is playing on version 1.2, which does save time purely off of loads, but that is most certainly not the reason why he is winning these matches. As we saw, that significant time gap between Alaska and CB is not exclusively loads. So, yes, he may have that advantage, but it is not the reason why these matches play the way they do. It is still primarily execution and a little bit of RNG, as we saw with a little something known as 22 South on hole 9. But Alaska did power through there very well. As we enter into pre-game 3, if both competitors would like to signal that they are ready, and I can provide the countdown. Indeed, Alaska is ready. CB is ready, so I will now provide countdown for game 3 on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, the tied set thus far, and I want to draw some mirrors between this match and CB's match against Speedy Club, because he pulled ahead in game 1, but then Speedy clawed back 2 games, and the set count was 2-1 in Speedy Club's favor, but CB was able to claw back and win that match, 3-2. We could see this happen. CB appears to have adapted that one strat Alaska did in the prior round, and this time he does make it work as Alaska goes into the bunker. I'm not sure about Iron there. Yeah, that is overshooting. Again, Alaska dropping an early lead to CB.
Yeah, at the end of the day, in these games, CB, Alaska making that putt there. CB, I mean, winning that first game in this set by just a couple of seconds and then losing that one by 33. But at the end of the day, the scoreline is all that matters, and it is 1-1. So
that is a
that is the great thing
I'm
here.
not sure about that. Alaska is in the back of the bunker, which may make this a little bit risky.
Ooh.
He hits off the pole. Look where he is. That is not the position you want to be in after the second shot on hole 2.
No, an out of bounds after a driver chip attempt is okay, but yeah, ending up in a bad spot just makes it that little bit worse.
Maybe again, he has the lead going into this hole, and he will make it onto the island there. Very good shot. Alaska has 2 southwest that will also cleanly make it, though it is a wee bit under hit, which is fine. The CB, either that goes in the bunker or that is an excellent shot, indeed. There is no underscoring it there. That is just a beautiful shot to make it onto the green. Alaska also with the pretty shot, making it onto the green also. This may be 2 eagles. That putt does look a little bit tricky, though. As CB does get his eagle to enter hole 4. Alaska missing that putt, the time gap just... Again, snowball effect. You are seeing it in action right now.
Nice birdie.
Little overhit there from CB on shot 2, or shot 1, but the putt does look clean. And that bunker driver coming out from Alaska. Not in the position to get it, though. Too close to the front of the bunker. So we'll have to do a little tiny chip to get close to the hole. Did that go in?
Ooh,
Hits off the pole.
Yes.
Nice approach.
Looking with his laws of physics and saying, "No can do, James. You are not permitted to make that on my turf." Maybe that should be a good shot. That's just a good shot. That sets up for either a putt or a driver chip. He has his own little option select there, but he will elect the putt, the much safer option. Wow!
Incredible. I think that was like the side of the pole, just avoiding the pole together.
Yeah, that is the lucky polygon coming out. Very exclusive set of polygons on the hole. So Alaska goes for that driver chip, absolutely nails it to get that eagle. Keeping it just as close as he can. As CB goes for this 10 dog. That's the top pin, so you can't really overhit it. He does a good shot, but there's a small amount of adjusting you have to do there if he wants to not miss this. Which he does make. Very good.
See Alaska's attempts
Alaska!
going over the bunker.
It is very rare that you overhit that by matter of going over the bunker, but we see it happen there with Alaska. Does putt to try to make it out of there. Even with the elegant wind, he is in position to driver chip eagle that. Is he gonna do it? Nah, he's not gonna go for it.
Almost, though. He's right there.
Sometimes you don't even need to risk it with a driver chip to get close. Alaska with a pretty good wind, actually, on that hole 7. That is going to land on the fairway, I believe. No, but that is still a very nice position to be in. Could even make that chip in if he does it shot right. Very close.
Again, another really, really close one to the hole.
Good birdie.
There is a driver chip setup you can do from a position similar to what Alaska was at there. But it is very, very primitive and risky. Speaking of primitive, you don't even have to do much with this win. This is an excellent win on hole 8 for Alaska as CB goes into hole 9.
Yeah, this is the play being behind.
You rarely see hole 8 get played, but with these south winds, it is usually a breeze as long as the wind is stronger, like we saw with Alaska there. Very easy birdie, but he still has to make up for the fact that CB's on 9 right now. He does get 0. CB kind of overhits that, but the driver chip and the putt is on the table. Alaska in a really frisky position there. As CB goes for this putt, will it end this game right here? Misses it, but Alaska goes into the water on that shot, which will most certainly be curtains for this game 3 for CBTV.
Yeah, Alaska grazing the out of bounds there, and then unfortunately missing that island, and that is going to seal it. CBTV leads 2-1.
This could be the end of Alaska's bracket run. Does make that putt to finish out. CB with a 528, if I read that correctly. So, this is a scary position for Alaska. This is his bracket run on the line. He's one game away from being out of the bracket at 7th place. Pretty much underperforming the seed by a decent amount. He does have that 1.2 loads to just give him a small advantage. It may lead him to victory, but it depends on how he plays. If he keeps making those hole 1 mistakes and allowing weird decisions to snowball into time losses and bad hole 6 luck, then it could very easily be CB's favor. But CB has been on point for a lot of this set, as we can see with those monstrous putts. So both of them re-entering the game to do A and B. And once they finalize A and B, they can indicate that they're ready, and Mr. Drew will provide the countdown. See that Alaska has done it, and I believe... Okay, neither of them have indicated that they're ready. I'm getting impatient. Alaska is ready. I changed what I said. We see a little bit of camera adjustment from CB. Now the whole entire bottom right corner of the screen is gone, fried. Oh, it appears that committee was just doing some adjustments to the... Unless that's CB, I can't tell. He was charging his phone, is what he's saying. He is.
Better to not lose the stream altogether. We are still here.
Yeah.
So, both players ready? Yes. Okay. So, we will do our countdown for Game 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In a match like this could very easily go back and forth. They've been playing well, but it's just those mistakes here and there that very easily eat at them. Interesting win there coming out from CB, 24 miles an hour to the west.
Couple of second delay, by the way, as usual. I started a second too early for CBTV and a second late for Alaska.
to adjust a lot for these kinds of wins on hole 1. Alaska with a good shot to get onto the green. Pretty unusual putt there. Have to adjust a little bit right. But he does make the putt. CB also does make the putt, but Alaska appears to have a pretty small lead. This will be bolstered by those ever-useful 1.2 lows, but that... Okay. I was about to say that was a southwest, but that is just west, which is much better than southwest. Something that tends to happen when you get stronger winds in these kinds of situations is that you overhit the attempt to get into the bunker, which has happened ad nauseum during this bracket, and it's one of those human instincts that's really, really hard to break.
Nice
2
shot.
simultaneous
I would-
chip-ins there. Beautiful to see, as always.
Indeed. Hole 2 deciding that it had a field day and wanted to be generous to our runners as a result. Alaska in a decent position to get onto the green with the closest pin. CB on the island, so he should... Oh, that is overhit. That is in the bunker, but it is fine for him. Alaska will attempt that putt. Does get it. Very good.
Great eagle.
He's leading. Something I haven't said a lot during this match. Alaska is indeed leading going into hole
this
4.
is very reminiscent of game 2 so far. Just building up a lead slowly, but on pretty much every hole, just building up the lead. And it's only going to keep on going. If he makes this driver chip, he does not get into the hole,
Doesn't.
though.
Nice approach.
It's fine for him, though. That is still fast, especially when you factor in where CB is right now. He has to make that pretty... Oh, he's drive chipping? I think that was an underhit. I think he's too close to go for it. We see
It's a
CB dropping
slow
time
ending.
here. Alaska building up a lead. CB elects the putt, but it zooms right past the hole.
Yeah, and that driver
Gonna
chip
get that
risk
shot
taking
right
a
in the-
little while to settle before going out of bounds as well. It's not going to help.
Yeah, that's... You usually see score runners like CB elect to simply just wedge chip in instead of...
Oh, but look at
my
this.
goodness gracious!
Eagle.
Calm down, Alaska. He's playing on fire right now. He's got that chip in on 5 from the bunker, and his lead is as big as it could be right now. CB has to claw back. He does look like he's got a good shot on line for an eagle. But Alaska with that shot to get about as close as you can get with that pin. CB missing that driver chip once more. I believe that was an overhit this time. Not what you want to do while you're in such a bad deficit. Clips the hole on that putt that time. And Alaska is on sub 5 pace going into expert. Crazy stuff. Oh, and that is eloquent wind. That is the kind of wind that you love to see when you're running expert for something like a 10X. Alaska's on the fairway. Will he driver chip that? That is very doable. No, plays it safe. Respectable decision.
Taking his time to do the first
CB
shot as well, interestingly.
But CB's getting his world rocked. He messed up that shot on 10 Dog and got the wrong respawn for it, which is losing him more and more time. Yeah, Alaska electing give up. It is all quiet on the Western Front here.
Yeah, Alaska with a very solid lead here, and a missed putt as well is going to mean CB is pretty much an entire hole behind here, going into
It
hole
could
9
very
for
well be
Alaska.
curtain for CB unless just the worst thing happens. But Alaska is on sub 5 pace going into hole 9. That is a very weak south wind. That can make it. It's a very scary wind, but it can and will work for Alaska, as we can see. CB on the green on hole 7 could make that eagle, but he's got more than just a small battle to fight if he wants to recover this. Tries to driver chip it, hits off the pole, it seems. Alaska is in position to get us up 5. That is the putt. That is the putt to end all putts. In the hole it goes, 453.
Great eagle.
Yeah, that's a low 4.5x.
Beautiful showing there from Alaska. Very good run, especially with that chip in on 5. And would you know it, it's tied now. The set count is 2-2. It could go either way at this point. CB finalizing his game. Here's I've gone southeast wind on hole 8 here. Misses the putt for birdie, though. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point in
53 from
the
Alaska.
match, oh, another missed putt. Playing hole 8 just to get the practice in, I feel like is good. The runners are familiar with give up, so the risky play of going for an actual play of hole 8 does make sense. Just to get that practice in, knowing that the game here, game 4, has gone to Alaska already.
It's an eloquent showing indeed from our one and only Alaska. CB coming up to finish his round. Still, he is not to be counted out. He is the one who has upset 2 people in his loser's run thus far.
Yeah,
And he is no stranger to facing adversity and coming out. Oh my god, that putt.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have a game that that ends up being far behind, just get it all out of the way in one game. Regroup for game 5. We have a decider here. 6:21 there from CB.
Information about Alaska that has come through from our very own Clyde. A decent chunk of Alaska's matches have gone sub 5, which is very intriguing, but at the same time, it goes to show that he is going to put up a fight no matter who the opponent is. No matter if it's a newcomer like Jimmy Neutron or someone like TheRealCBTV who has been playing golf for years. Even if he only just now started speedrunning OG Wii Sports, as his first sub 5 was very, very recent.
Yeah, we're seeing another game 5 here. It's gonna be interesting. It's always nice to see these deciders. Just everything on the line in one game. Anything can happen. We all know how the RNG can go with the wins. CB setting up for this last match.
Give it like this: Game 4 Leo or Loser's Bracket Hungry Box. Which demon do you not want to fight the most? So both of them are ready, so I believe, Drew, it is your turn to give the countdown, unless it's actually mine.
Alright. Well, I believe it's your turn, if you want to go
I'll
for
do it. Alright. Alright, to end all...
Oh, no,
in
CB's
5...
not ready. CB's not ready.
Oh. Get off of expert, bloke! Hey, get your AB prompt out of the way. Quit typing in the tournament chat. Okay, he should be ready now.
We'll wait for a confirmation. There it is.
Now he is. Alrighty, so now, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. See how it goes. That is an immediate red line manip coming out from CB. Both of them doing it, in fact. I believe that is west wind. Like a southwest for Alaska and a northwest for CBTV. Yep. On the money. Is CB doing that little wedge chip there? Alaska doing a very similar shot.
Nice on.
They're playing basically the same game right now. Yeah, Wii Sports, definitely a game.
Nice
Alaska and CBTV, both definitely also players. It will be interesting to see. That is a beefy northeast for Alaska. That looks like a southwest for CB. Trading wins. Will CB driver chip there? Yes, he will. But it does hit off the pole. Both of them hit the flag in some manner, but it just doesn't go in.
Yeah, unfortunate for
This
both
does
there,
allow
but it
it
does
to-
even out.
Indeed, it does even out. But Alaska will gain just that time. That little teeny tiny bit of time from 1.2 because he's a cheater.
Red bar,
Yeah, you
though,
get
and
lucky.
no wind, does make it. CB
That is 8
just on the edge.
southwest for Alaska. Ooh, CB's in a wacky position. Both of them shooting straight for the hole. CB with
Oh,
that
and that's stopping the
beautiful
fairway.
shot. But Alaska in the bunker, not the worst position to be in, but CB does mount that eagle
Nice approach.
and will get ahead in the matchup.
Yeah, that one hit on the fairway when CB just about to get to the green really helped out there.
Just want to say something. CB has gotten the right pin on hole 5. Like, I don't know, way too many times. It is uncomfortable to see how many times this man gets this one pin. He should be able to make that putt, though, with how good his putting game is. Indeed, as Alaska's in the bunker.
This shot looks good. Oh, it's close.
Not in, though. That is a ridiculously strong one. 28 to the northwest. Speaking of... That is the opposite of 28 northwest. That is 28 southeast. And CB has to go the typical route that most speedrunners don't elect to go. He's in a good position to hit the ball, though. Alaska, wow, what a shot. Barely doesn't slip into the water. That is really close at that tree. That is uncomfortable. What is that shot? That is not a good shot.
CB not going to make this
He
putt.
doesn't drop that putt.
Oh, it's close.
It
almost curves back in.
Alaska could make this chip in right here. Oh my god, he doesn't. That is just unfortunate for Alaska.
Both
Mistake
marginally
after
close
mistake.
again.
Yeah, but he may be able to turn the tides now, since CB did let up his guard for just that one putt.
10 south for
You never
Alaska,
know
not
with
going
them
to make it
though,
straight in the water.
CB with an excellent shot to get onto the green there. Alaska doing a very similar shot. Not as close, but that is still a very doable putt for him. CB enters expert with a lead. Alaska does sink that putt. Does have a little bit of an interaction with the pole there. Bad win for CB there. Great win for Alaska. But that's not going to do what he wants it to do. Oh, dear. CB does not try that putt. He just chips it close. Alaska's in the rough, I believe? Yes, he's in the rough. That does not put driver chip on the table. That is going to unfortunately be a very, very slow shot for him. CB looks to take this game 5 and secure his spot in loser's quarters to play against the loser of Shy Guy versus Clyde.
Yeah, so Alaska with
either
a
of those...
2-second disadvantage in delay from the streams themselves. So pretty much a shot between them here.
CB could have something atrocious happen on hole 7 or hole 9 that could just completely throw his game apart. I don't think he's seen south wind yet, so we may see that rear its ugly head. Oh dear. Oh, that is the opposite of south wind. Okay. CB with the excellent north wind there to propel his ball. Alaska with 26 east. This looks on the table for CB. He could very easily make this work and land on the green maybe for a... That may very well overhit. That is going to overhit.
Alaska on the edge of
Comes
the rough.
with a glancing blow of the hole.
The hit of the rock. He does make it.
Will he elect driver chip? Will he elect driver chip? Will that go in for CBTV?
He won't.
No, he doesn't.
He will need driver chip here. He misses.
Oh no, it faces through the flag! No way! Wii Sports itself looked at his position and said no. That is the multi-hit flag glitch.
And
See, when you go for a driver tip in Wii Sports,
most likely
there is the chance that if you input another shot after the ball connects with the flag, that driver chip does not matter anymore. It will simply zoom as if you hit it normally and not went for a driver chip. Unfortunate for Alaska, as CB is able to take that game 5 by a hair. What a robbery to end that set, but that is a 3-2 victory for the real CBTV.
And funnily enough, the number of upsets in the prediction, CB with 95% of the points in that one. I don't think anyone wanted to be losing their points to an upset that time.
This is an upset factor of 5. That is ridiculously high. CBTV with the most important upset of the bracket thus far. Alaska's out at 7th place. But there's nothing mad to be had with that set. That was a phenomenal showcase from both players in terms of raw skill and consistency. It's just that Wii Sports had other things to say. We could have seen a different timeline entirely had Alaska managed to make that driver chip on hole 9. But it's just misfortune that guides the game.
Alright, if the players would like, I will now unmute. If you would like to come on for interviews, it is up to you.
Alright, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, you go
First of all,
first.
congratulations. Okay,
Thank you.
just first of all, yeah, congratulations to CBTV for winning that. I don't know how that 4th game was so good. That was crazy. That 5th game had some rough spots, but really, like, what I want to focus on is that 9, because I have a big TV. It's very huge. It just so happens that I saw with my very own 2 eyes that it went right through the flag. I mean, it faced through the flag. The time would have been a 5:17. I am
Oh my God.
livid. I am livid. Like, but whatever. You know, I still think you deserved it. It's just that if that went on, I would have won.
That's the second fucking time in a row I've won because my opponent got awful luck on 9 in the final game.
Dang.
28 south last time, and that. How the fuck am I still here?
Who knows, man? You've done incredibly well to fend yourself off against some of the most menacing people in bracket. But how do you feel about having to play either Shy Guy or Clyde?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I am shaking.
You had the chance to rematch Shy Guy.
Oh, I mean, I've got a lot better since the last time I played him. So maybe I do have a chance, but oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
You're on the loser's bracket run of a lifetime.
You are.
I don't know if it's written in the stars that I'm gonna possibly win this or something. I know you're here, so you probably don't want to hear that. But I don't know, it might be written in the stars considering my last 2 opponents have had awful luck on 9. in the
Maybe.
decider. Oh my god. Alaska,
And
my
so-
god. It's been a pleasure, man. I mean,
Yeah.
growing up watching you in lockdown all those years, that was great fun. Look up to you. That was insane. Thank you.
Yeah, well, congratulations, man. And, I'm glad to have served as a important part of your lockdown, because that was a crazy time, so. Oh, Lord. I can't believe I got out so early. Good job. Man. I was hoping for a Jimmy Neutron rematch. Maybe I'll do it, like, off camera or something. I don't know. But, yeah, congratulations to you.
I've not stopped shaking.
Alright, well, with that in mind, I guess we will wrap up. I will just talk about other matches coming up. So we have Shy Guy at number 2 versus Clyde number 3 on the 9th of January at 8 PM EST. Possibly overlapping into Saturday for some people. I know it will for me. If you want a late one, that'll be at 1 AM. And then that's winners semis, and losers quarters will be number 5 Jimmy Neutron versus number 6 Sloth on the 10th at 3 PM EST. So we've got a lot coming up. The bracket is really heating up now. But thank you for watching.
CB, just before like this ends, you got the chance to make some money if you can make top 3. Top 3 is the prize pool, man. How's that feel?
God.
That
I
better be
need
ringing
to
in
do
your
that.
head when you have to play the next month in the bracket.
I need to beat one of them, though. That's the thing.
That'd be crazy.
There to be 2 of them.
Oh, fucking hell. Even better.
You got an uphill battle, man. Best of luck. And GG's Alaska.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
thanks for having me.
Fucking play that with me, Corinne. Oh,
Thank you.
I was about to say, I'm about to say insane and incredible at once, and I've ended up with Crane. I'm out of here. Fucking.
Add it to the Oxford.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Fucking. See you later.
See See ya.
Thank you for watching,
Congrats.
and we will see you in the next one.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.